Center in Toronto. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees Baseball, along with John Flaherty. I'm Michael Kay. 4-1 yesterday. Yankees need a win in a big way. They're 4 games back in the American League East behind the Blue Jays. We'll take a look now at the pitching matchup in this one. 40-year-old Max Scherzer will get the start for the Blue Jays, and for the Yankees, it's a rookie, Cam Schlittler, and in his first start in the big leagues, he acquitted himself well, John.
I totally agree with you, Michael. I don't think the Yankees expected the velocity to be quite as high as it was in his major league debut, but he was hitting 99 miles an hour with that fastball. You combine that with a power slider, and the Yankees are excited about this kid's future. He can elevate his fastball. He handled himself well out on the mound with his body language. We'll see what he does here tonight in Toronto.
All right, so he threw the 6 fastest pitches by a Yankee pitcher this year in that start. 7 strikeouts, most in the Yankee debut since 17. First Yankee to win his major league debut with 7 or more strikeouts since Tanaka back in 2014. Well, Schlittler will handle the run prevention for the Yankees, and will the Yankees be able to score enough runs against Scherzer? One guy that Scherzer has to deal with is Giancarlo Stanton. Slowly but surely, he's getting his timing down.
Yeah, he missed all that time at the beginning of the year, had a very abbreviated rehab assignment, and is getting his timing locked in at the big league level. We really saw it in Atlanta. Every at-bat hitting the ball hard. This a line drive off the wall to left field, and he just thought that if Stanton can get the ball in the air with all this exit velocity, the home runs are going to start to show up in bunches, and the first one last night into the bullpen for the Blue Jays gave the Yankees an early lead that they were not able to hold on to.
And he's been hot of late. If you look at his last 13 games, hitting .325, 5 home runs, 13 runs batted in, and an impressive 1.16 OPS. So the veteran Scherzer is on the mound. He's going to face a strong top of the order for the Yankees. When we come back, lineups, first pitch, baseball, Yankees against the Blue Jays, right here on Yes. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Northwell, proudly raising health for our military service members, veterans, and their families. By Bet365, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. By Untuckit, find the perfect fit today at untuckit.com or more than 80 stores worldwide. And by the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, Deal so right it almost feels wrong. Only at your local Hyundai dealer. Max Scherzer leads the team out on the field as the Blue Jays try to win their 12th straight home game. 11 in a row is the record for the franchise, so they try to better that record tonight. Take a look at the lineup that Scherzer's going to face, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Grisham, Bellinger, and Judge at the top. Chisholm, Stanton, and Rice in the middle. And Wells, Vivas, and Volpe. I think it's the first time Volpe's batted ninth all year. Cam Schlittler making his second career start for the Yanks.
Well, there he is, the future Hall of Famer. Max Scherzer just finished up his warm-up tosses. He gets ready to go for his sixth start of the year. Let's take a look at our Nissan pitcher scanner report. He's rounding into shape. His last game against the A's, 6 innings pitched, 90 pitches, struck out 8 in that game, and he's still a fastball pitcher at 40 years old, averaging 94 miles an hour, 217 career wins and counting. He's only behind as active players his old teammate Justin Verlander with 262.
Grisham's ready, Scherzer's ready. Let's do it here in Toronto. First pitch is a strike. We are underway. Alex Tosi, the home plate umpire. Manny Gonzalez at first. Ron Culpa is the second base ump. Corey Blazer over at third. Another full house here at Rogers Center. All 3 games sold out. The roof is open on a beautiful evening here in Toronto. Yankees come in at 55 and 45. The Blue Jays 59 and 41. So 1-2 against Grisham. Scherzer's 40 years old. He's going to be 41 on Sunday. 18th big league season. Missed almost 3 months with right thumb inflammation, which he said was tying into a sore lat. I guess the thumb bone is connected to the lat bone.
Well, whatever his rehab process, it took a long time to get back, but he definitely looks like he's getting back into the old Max Scherzer shape. 94, 95 with the fastball. He's been challenging Grisham.
Well, he faced the Yankees a few weeks ago right on this mound, allowed 2 runs in 5 innings, 7 strikeouts, and then the thumb issue did pop up again, pushed him out of the game. It's a constant source of concern for Scherzer and the Blue Jays.
Well, the Blue Jays gave him extra rest, working on 10 days.
That one is looped into right field. It's a base hit for Trent Grisham. Why don't we check out the Blue Jays defense, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Loperfido in left, Lucas in center, Barger over in right. In the infield, we'll go third to first. Wagner, Bichette, Clement, and Guerrero Jr. Alejandro Kirk behind the plate. Springer is the DH, and Scherzer on the mound. That one is ripped into right center field. It's a base hit for Bellinger. Cut off in the gap by Lukes. He fires the ball in. It's a double. Overthrown is the cutoff throw, but picked off there by Wagner. And the Yankees are set up. Second and third and nobody out. It's time now to take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, we talked a lot last night. The Blue Jays put the ball in play. You're going to have to play a clean game defensively if you're the Yankees tonight. And not a lot of swing and miss in that lineup for the Blue Jays. Only 17.5% strikeout percentage. That's the lowest in the big leagues. And we've seen it already here in the first inning. Left-handers have a lot higher slugging percentage against Scherzer than righties. So lefties have to get it done tonight.
Infield is back for Judge. They'll let a run score. And a strike. Curveball caught the inside corner.
First base open. John Snyder electing to pitch to Aaron Judge here in the first inning.
He intentionally walked him yesterday. 6 intentional walks against the Blue Jays in 8 games this year.
I think part of this is Max Scherzer out on the mound. There weren't too many #1 guys in a rotation or closers that I felt would want to walk hitters and say, okay, go take first. But Max Scherzer saying, I'm going to take my chances here and quickly ahead, 0-2.
Judge has been walked intentionally 26 times. The American League record is 34, only 34 by Ted Williams in 1957. Major League record, Barry Bonds 120 in 2004. Just missed. I think the 120 is safe, John.
I believe so.
The 34, it's in jeopardy. 2-2.
We talked about Scherzer with that fastball. He'll also throw a cutter, a curveball, a changeup, occasional slider.
The 2-2. 3-2 on Judge, so from 0-2 to full.
A little bit of history between these two. Only 16 at bats. Aaron Judge has hit a home run off of Scherzer, .250 batting average against. Trying to get the Yankees on the board early.
Second and third, nobody out. A single and a double. And he strikes out Judge. Got him on a cutter, one away.
Can't throw a better pitch in a big spot, 3-2, than Scherzer did right there. A cutter perfectly located down and away. It looks like a fastball until about halfway there and then just dives off the plate.
So here's Jazz Chisholm Jr. in at the corners now, back at second and short. Pitch is high. You have Stanton on deck. Remember, first base is open, but I don't think you play that game. Walking somebody to get to Stanton. Two 2-0. Scherzer's won 3 Cy Young Awards, 7 straight top 10 finishes from 13 to 19. Eight-time All-Star, won a World Championship with the 2019 Nationals. This year signed a one-year $15.5 million deal with the Blue Jays on February 4th. He has 217 lifetime wins.
Well, the last win was his first as a Blue Jay. They're hoping coming down the stretch he's going to be one of the staples in their rotation. And here in the first inning, we've seen 95, still plenty of life on that fastball.
So 2-2 on Chisholm. Grisham led off with a single. Bellinger a double to right center. Second and third, now one out. Count full. And the payoff. Deep to right field. Barger back, turning, looking, see ya! A big 3-run home run for Jazz Chisholm. And the Yankees lead 3-0.
Home run number 18 for Chisholm, and a big one to get the Yankees off to an early 3-0 lead. Scherzer tried to sneak a fastball on the inner half, and Jazz Chisholm just beat him to the spot. That'll pick up a dugout early.
"18 homers, 48 runs batted in for Jazz. And some homers are bigger than others. Offense essentially shut down yesterday.
Got a rookie out on the mound for the Yankees tonight. You'd love to give him an early 3-0 lead.
High fly ball. Barger is there to make the play to retire Stanton.
Well, the pitch before the home run swing was a changeup down and away. Scherzer tried to sneak a fastball in and just left it middle of the plate. You see by Jazz's reaction, no doubt about this one. Deep into right center field.
And the pitch to Rice outside, 1-0. Just underway. Yankees have 3 runs here in the top of the first. Popped up. Wagner on the run in foul territory will put it away, and that'll do it. But the Yankees get 3 runs on 3 hits, and the big blow off the bat of Jazz Chisholm Jr. He redirects a fastball into the seats in right center, and when it lands, the Yankees have 3 runs, and the Blue Jays come to bat. Well, Jazz Chisholm Jr. is giving the Yankees 3 runs. Now it's the Blue Jays' turn. We'll take a look at their starting lineup, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Nathan Lucas in center field leads off. Then it's George Springer and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Middle third of the order, Bichette, Barger, and Kirk. And the bottom third, Loperfido, Clement, and Wagner, with Scherzer on the mound. 4 and 5 career record against the Yanks.
Well, that lineup for Toronto, they're going to face the rookie Cam Schlittler. Be his second start of the year, ERA just over 5, and we'll take a look at our Nissan pitcher scanner report. He's working on 12 days of rest, had a little bit of an issue in his biceps, so the Yankees giving him some extra time. And that opening game for him in his career, bringing the heat, 6 pitches at 99 miles an hour. It wasn't only the fastball that was impressive, a power slider at 92.
And there's a strike to Lucas. Last 10 games, 8 hits and 30 at-bats. The young righty rocks and deals. Foul ball, 98 miles an hour.
Well, Aaron Boone before the game today was saying he would pay a little bit of attention to Schlittler and see how he reacts after that little blip on the radar with the bicep issue, but MRI came back clean. They're confident that he's a healthy pitcher, and so far so good.
Up the middle, Volpe, Fields, fires, got him. Volpe ranging to the glove side, making the play for the first out. Let's take a look at the defense, brought to you by your Tri-State Chevy dealers. Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge left to right in the outfield. Infield, Bebas, Volpe, Chisholm, and Rice. That's third to first. Wells behind the plate with Stanton, the DH, and Schlittler is on the mound.
Well, Schlittler with his major league debut, I don't know what impressed me more, the stuff that he showed, the 7 strikeouts and the fastball in the upper 90s, or the body language, the way he carried himself. It didn't even seem like it was his big league debut.
1-0. Well,
with one thing we've seen through the years with Springer, he can turn around a fastball. Velocity has never been a problem for him, and he's in the driver's seat here, 2-0. Probably going to get a fastball.
Slider upstairs and inside, 3-0 on Springer. He's been a thorn for the Yankees so far this year. In 8 games, 11 for 28. That's .393. 4 homers and 11 runs batted in. And he missed on all 4. Take a look at Schlittler's arsenal, brought to us by StatCast 3D, Google Cloud.
Well, it was pretty much a 2-pitch combination, fastball, slider. He did throw some curveballs, sweepers, and a few sinkers, but it's really the miles per hour, the velocity that you pay attention to at about 98 miles an hour with the 4-seam fastball.
And there's a strike to Guerrero. Springer leads off first. You can see Wells wanted that call, didn't get it from Tosi.
He turns around, has a little conversation with Tosi behind the plate on where he had that pitch. I got to pay attention to Springer at first. He has 12 stolen bases, has not been thrown out this year.
That one clips the outside corner. 1-2. Guerrero reached 3 times yesterday. 80 games against the Yankees. He has 20 home runs and a .296 batting average. He's not slugging the way he has in the past, but he's reaching base, 4th in the American League with a .388 on base percentage. Judge leads the league with .456. And that is up the middle and through for base hit past the diving Jazz. Springer will stop at second. It's a single for Guerrero.
Well, we talked about this a lot last night. This lineup is a tough lineup to get swings and misses, strikeouts. Even behind in the count 1-2, Guerrero all over that heater up in the zone. Gets on top of it and drives it right back up the middle.
So here's Bichette. He had the big hit yesterday. Yankees were up 1-0, and he gets a double to drive home 2. And that was the difference in the game. He still has a good velocity, 98 miles an hour. (3-0) Yankees. We're in the bottom of the first. 99 miles an hour. Strike 2.
You can't do it much better than those last 2 pitches. Bichette has to be looking out there saying it's 98, 99, perfectly located on the outside corner.
And a slider right by him for out number 2 as Bichette strikes out.
Well, you throw 98, you throw 99, and then you don't have to throw your best slider. It just kind of spins up in the zone. But Bichette looking for velocity, doesn't get it. Big strikeout for Schlittler.
And that'll bring up Addison Barger. First and second now, 2 outs. One and 0. Barger has been a revelation for the Blue Jays in July, hitting .333, 5 homers and 16 ribbies. Plays all the time against righties and not so much against lefties, but increasing. Let's take a look at what Alex Tosi's about. Pitcher friendly, but heading toward neutral. 7th big league season, more high strikes, more inside strikes on lefty batters. That is lined into left field. It's a base hit in front of Bellinger. Here comes Springer. Here's the throw. Not in time. It gets by Wells. And the Blue Jay runners stay put. RBI single for Barger. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's 3-1 Yanks.
Well, Barger has had a big year showing plenty of power, but a good job just putting this ball in play, fighting it off the other way. Thought Bellinger was going to have a play here with Springer. Springer was right at third when Bellinger had the baseball to throw up the line, and the head-first slide in there safely.
43rd ribby for Barger. And that'll bring up Alejandro Kirk. Oh, 0-1.
Saw that big swing from Kirk, taking a chance maybe on a first pitch fastball to try to do some damage, but he's tough in this situation with a runner in scoring position. Just puts the ball in play, will take his base hit when he needs it.
And the count is 0-2. Guerrero at second, Barger is at first. Foul back here under our booth. Now, the strikeout of Bichette stands out because the Blue Jays don't strike out. They have a 17.5% strikeout rate. That's the lowest in Major League Baseball. And against the Yankees this year, just 16.1%.
It's a tough situation for Austin Wells behind the plate. The fastball's been good from Schlittler, but he's thrown some sliders that have just spun middle of the plate. That one did that and got away with a mistake as Kirk fouled it off. So if you're catching your Austin Wells, you know in your mind, if we can execute a slider here, we can get a swing and a miss. Problem was, a young right-hander has not shown him that he can do it here in the first inning. Do you go with the fastball and the velocity, or take a shot with the slider down and away if he can locate it?
The 0-2. He struck him out. He went to 99 upstairs, and Kirk swings through. The Blue Jays get a run. They leave two. Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. Is Aaron Judge going to hit home run. Stan is going to get a hit. Schlittler, 6 or more strikeouts. He already has 2. Austin Wells leads off against the veteran Scherzer. And the first pitch, a breaking ball strike. And we start the second. Oh, and 2. And the pitch. Check out the game time weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. Gorgeous day, 70 degrees, feels like 72, no chance of rain. Humidity 75%, the wind out of the east at 9 miles per hour. Beautiful facility here in downtown Toronto. Strike 3, Wells down looking.
Well, Austin Wells pretty much saw the entire arsenal: a get-me-over curveball, a fastball, a cutter, and then finally a perfectly located changeup down and away. Talked about Kirk last night with his framing, one of the best in the league.
Bebos fouls it away. The 0-1. Grounded foul, 0-2. Upstairs. Now you'll watch Scherzer. He lets Kirk call the game. And he told Fangraphs, the catcher has a different perspective. Catchers are kind of your eyes and ears, so you want them driving the game.
Interesting.
Popped up. And Guerrero makes the play in foul territory for out number 2. Guy have to be on hard, right?
Well, there's Anthony Volpe hitting 9th for the first time, but I find it interesting that a future Hall of Famer who has done so much in this game values what Kirk is telling him or showing him behind the plate.
Pitch to Volpe is upstairs.
You know, Michael, I always felt like my job behind the plate was to make suggestions to the pitcher. But if the pitcher on the mound didn't feel convicted on throwing a pitch, I'd rather him throw the wrong pitch with conviction than maybe what I thought was the right pitch and he wasn't completely on board with it.
But there are a lot of good pitchers that really want to be led. Andy Pettitte wanted the catcher to lead.
David Wells would never shake you off.
Right. 1-1. And then there's Clemens. He pretty much called his own game.
Yeah, Clemens would tell you what pitch he wanted to throw before he even got up on the mound. And by the way, it's going to be great to see the Rocket back at Old Timers Day in August. That's going to be fun.
The 1-2. 2-2 on Anthony. And the pitch. Soft ground ball, shortstop. Bichette gets Volpe, and the Yankees go down in order against the veteran Scherzer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Well, today's a special day, John, because it's the anniversary of when our Meredith Marakovitz was born, otherwise known as a birthday.
Happy birthday, Meredith.
There's a cake for you and everything. Look at that.
You guys are too good to me. Thank you.
Look at that cake.
That's a nice-looking cake.
Thank you, Judy. No one I would rather spend it with than the two of you and my whole Yes Network family. It'd be great to spend it with my actual family, but this is what we've got.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Make a wish.
Very nice.
You blew all the candles out, and I'm still here.
Stop it, Michael. Come on, you know you're one of my favorites. What is wrong with you?
But happy birthday.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Honestly, I felt so much love here north of the border, I could not ask for anything more. My heart is full, guys.
Well, in the pregame show, the whole studio was cheering for you. That was impressive.
Wow. I mean, it's like the mascot Bachelorette. I'm the contestant, and the Philly Fanatic is in, guys.
Ground ball, and Volpe gets low profito. Yeah, the Fanatic sent you a message, right?
He did, yes. He sent me a birthday wish and gave me a rose. How romantic, right?
Very nice. Well, you like tall guys, so he's taller than you, right?
I mean, not exactly what I was expecting. Can you imagine if I brought that home to disco? My goodness. My goodness. I did like the flowers, though. Nice touch from the Philly Fanatic. And everyone in the studio who made that happen. That was adorable.
And I heard you say that you've been with us at Yes for 14 years, so you started your career at 14.
It's unbelievable,
So
right?
you're 28.
How advanced was I as a broadcaster at 14?
Amazing. Now, there's a little story behind the cake, John.
Well, I'm impressed by the cake. Have you seen this? It has
I've
little baseballs on it. It has Happy Birthday, Meredith.
Yeah, it looks terrific.
It looks delicious.
But let me tell you, though, it's really a vegetable. Our producer, Troy Benjamin, loves carrot cake, so that's what he ordered. Didn't ask Meredith if she likes it. It's a carrot cake. Essentially, it's like a broccoli cake.
There is zero chance Michael's going to try any of this carrot cake.
It's just a beautiful cake.
It is beautiful. Thank you, Troy.
A broccoli cake. What's wrong with you?
You guys made my day, I got to be honest. Michael, do you want me to cut you the first piece? I'd love that. For my birthday, I'd love for you to eat the first piece.
I don't like carrot cake, and it was ordered just to annoy me. But as long as you're happy, that it served its purpose.
Even if that was my wish, you would not. You would not try it.
There's a ground ball. Nice play by Bebas, and the throw pulls Rice off the bag. So Clement will reach.
Oh, nice play by Bebas, ranging to his left, laying out for it and getting the glove on it. And then the throw just a little bit down with the arm angle. We'll take a look. First step. Gets there in good shape. On that low three-quarter arm angle, you work underneath it to throw up the line. Rice has to come off the bag.
And they give him a single. And that'll bring up Will Wagner. This weekend, Will's dad becomes part of Forever as Billy Wagner inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now, I do want to tell you a little secret, Meredith. So I thought, you want to have a viral moment. That's what broadcasting's about now. You want to go viral. So I said to John, when they bring the cake in, why don't you take Meredith's head and smash it into the cake? And he said, I'm not doing that.
There's no
Way too
chance.
much of a gentleman. If I were sitting in the middle, you would do it without even thinking. But John is a gentleman. He'd never do something.
And I mean, it was an affront
I couldn't
to
even
him.
believe that you would think something like
Right, he
that.
didn't
What part
say-
of that was...
It wasn't like, oh, no, I'm not. He said, no, I'm not doing
Absolutely.
that.
Really? You couldn't believe he would think something
Yeah,
like
you're
that?
right.
Come
You're
on
right.
now.
You're right.
But you would take that well.
Of course. Well,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I? Yeah.
The burning candles I didn't actually take into account.
Yeah, that would be a real problem for the hair, I'll be honest.
A few sparklers on there, too.
How about you do it, Michael? That was my wish for my birthday.
No, I like you too much.
Oh. No. I mean, you put your
Oh, you
John,
might be.
move it over there. John, move it over there.
If you told John to do that, he would do that.
I'd be all right with that.
Clement dies back. Each team with 3 hits, but the Yankees at the big blow, a 3-run home run by Chisholm. Runner goes. And it's ball 4. So he walks the number 9 batter. First and second. 1 man out. Back to the top of the order.
Well, we'll see how this second inning works out, but a 3-2 slider to the number 9 hitter that he hasn't been locating his slider great early on in this game. Back to the top of the lineup.
So here's Nathan Lucas. Fouled away. Clement at second. Wagner is at first. Lined into left field, coming on is Bellinger, and he makes the play. Runners retreat. Nice play by Bellinger.
Well, it kind of reminds you of that double play Bellinger had earlier in the year where you got a great jump coming in, makes that shoestring catch where wherever you put him, left field, center, right, first base, right on point defensively.
Lots to like about that guy as a baseball player. One and 0.
Well, Cam Schlittler is getting a little taste of Toronto Blue Jays offensive baseball. They create a lot of traffic. They put a lot of pressure on you to make pitches. Already the 40th pitch coming here in the second inning. Dangerous pitch on the way for the red-hot Springer, the Yankee killer, as Scherzer waiting his turn in the dugout.
Pop foul. Two and 1 on Springer, who walked and scored in the first inning. Two and 2 down to one knee. Snap throw to second. Diving back is Clement. Runners lead, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Well, the runners will go. 3-2 count and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Yankees up by 2. Foul back. It's kind of strange, John. You're seeing 98, 99, and he wasn't throwing like that in the minors.
No, we did a bunch of his spring training games, and I don't ever remember the radar gun lighting up the way that it is his first 2 big league starts. I thought maybe his first start he'd be amped up, and maybe that's why, but he's bringing the heat here in the second start as well. And that slider's getting better here in the second inning, starting to locate it a little bit. You saw Austin Wells just give him a little nod, like nice pitch, good location.
Only issue is he's already at 45 pitches. 2 outs here into the second. Another foul ball. They do this. I mean, they had Rodon throw a 40-pitch inning last night in the 5th because they just keep fouling pitches off.
Yeah, and you saw Rodon just, the veteran that he is, just kept grinding and grinding. But you're wondering with a rookie right-hander here, 25th pitch of the inning coming, it's just not easy to get a swing and a miss with this Blue Jay lineup.
Upstairs, so he eventually wins the battle, and Springer walks for the second time to load the bases for Vlad Guerrero.
And good job by pitching coach Matt Blake coming out. Give Slittler a little bit of a breather. He's thrown a lot of pitches. That's Guerrero coming to the plate, who had a base hit on a 2-strike count, his first at bat.
Conference on the mound, the entire infield there. And now Tosi going to the mound to break it up. It's our early big spot in this game with Guerrero up with the bases loaded. And the Blue Jays down by 2. Vlad singled to center. That was in the first. Hard shot up the middle, just past the diving Chisholm. And a strike. Popped up. Bebus will make the play, and Slittler works out of trouble as the Blue Jays leave the bases loaded. Well, suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com for your Yankees gear and today's special offer. Now we go to the 3rd inning. Yankees leading this one 3-1, middle game of this 3-game set. Yankees 4 games back in the American League East. That's the biggest deficit they've had this year. And the Blue Jays have won 11 in a row here at home. And there's a strike to Trent Grisham. Yankees in the second game of what will be a very important 10-game stretch. 3 games against the Blue Jays, then 3 games this weekend at the stadium against Philadelphia, and then 4 games at the stadium against Tampa Bay. You know, Jen, I know that we've seen over the years, the last couple of years, as he's gotten older, Scherzer's body breaks down. But when he's throwing the baseball there, you can't even believe he's 40 years old.
No, you can't tell, and that's why in my scouting report, the velocity was really what jumped out to me at 40 years old. Still being a fastball, somewhat of a power pitcher.
So here's Cody Bellinger, doubled in the first inning. Rips that one foul. Cody got the night off last night. Back in there again tonight. Coming into this game, last 25 games, a .355 hitter. Driven into right center field. That's going to be another extra base hit for Cody Bellinger. He'll go for second. The throw is not in time. Bellinger with his second double.
Well, I mentioned earlier, left-handed hitters slugging so much better against Scherzer than righties, and you can see why. Bellinger just goes out and hooks that curveball into right center field. 2 for 2 with a couple of doubles.
And here is Judge. I'll tell you what, John, you nailed it. Because we have seen over the last 5 games that John Schneider, the Blue Jay manager, just will walk him whatever inning if first base is open. But Scherzer wants to pitch to him.
Not on my watch. Scherzer saying, I got this matchup. And again, I go back to a lot of the great closers that I have caught in my career. They wouldn't even entertain the thought of intentionally walking somebody because the belief is, I'm so much better than everybody else. And Scherzer has had that his entire career, so he gets to entertain this matchup.
Broken bat looper into center field, and making the catch is Lucas. Out number 2.
He's 2 for 2. He's gotten Judge with a strikeout and now a jam shot to center field.
But will he be very careful with Chisholm, who got him for a 3-run home run? And you mentioned lefties have a much better chance against him.
Yeah, and what we've seen from Jazz Chisholm too. Any fastballs inside, he's ready for. He's right on time. I'd expect Scherzer to stay away, maybe some more changeups down and away.
Oh, 0-1 on the change. Take a look at the exit velocity on the home run presented by Spectrum. 110.6 was the exit velo, and it traveled 407 feet. It was a bomb. Missed with the fastball inside. 1-1.
There's that sinker changeup down and away. Not expect Scherzer to come at him here with anything on the inner half.
Three and one on Chisholm. Three and two. All right, so what does he go to here? What do you think his best choice is?
I would assume a changeup, but he just threw a 3-1 fastball right down the middle. I mean, it just tells you the mindset of this guy, even at 40 years old. He's not pitching around anybody. He's still going to challenge you. Wouldn't be surprised if he comes back with another fastball. I would think changeup down and away. The first time I remember working in the studio when Scherzer, it was the playoffs between the Yankees and the Tigers, and you're better at this than I am, but it was a big game that Scherzer was starting as a kid, a young pitcher, and I said, I don't know if this kid's got the stomach for this game, and he went out there and pitched really well and end up in the Hall of Fame.
The 3-2 missed inside. So he walks Chisholm. And that brings up Stanton. Well, Scherzer's making his 463rd start. Schlittler making his second start. And from the good folks at Stats Perform, the last time a Yankee made his first or second start against a pitcher with as many starts as Scherzer, you have to go back to June 28, 2003 at Shea Stadium. Brandon Clausen beat Tom Glavine in his Major League debut. 0-1. And there is the career comparison. How about this, John? When Schlittler was born on February 5th, 2001, Scherzer was a sophomore at Parkway Central High School in Chesterfield, Missouri. Inside, 1-1.
We talked about it, Scherzer, 217 career wins. I mean, amazing for a guy who's had such an established career, not even close to 300.
I think the last best chance at 300 is Verlander, and he hasn't picked up a win this year, and he's still a long ways off.
262 wins.
Yep.
He's got a ways to go.
And there's a strike. Check out the leaders, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailer. So Verlander with the 262, Scherzer 217, Kershaw 216, and Garrett Cole at 153. Swing and a miss on the slider. And he gets Stanton. No runs ahead and two men left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 3-1 Yanks. It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. And tonight's picture is of Barry, who's a lifelong Yankees fan, celebrating his 79th birthday today. Happy birthday, Barry. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Bichette leads off against Schlittler here in the bottom of the third. Right field coming on Judge. One pitch, one out. And Schlittler needs a couple of those.
Yeah, he needs a few more of those. Slider that just spun middle. You'll take it. A fly ball to right field. 50 pitches already, so he needs a quick inning here in the third. Try to get back on track.
So here's Barger. Drove in the Blue Jays' only run with a single left in the first. That scored Springer from second. And a strike. So the Blue Jays left 2 on in the first, and they left the bases loaded in the second.
People around the Blue Jays will tell you the big reason they're on top of the American League East, guys like Barger.
Skied the other way down the left field line, but foul.
And George Springer having a big bounce back year. The two big reasons why they are where they are right now.
Now, they're getting big crowds here just for baseball, the way the Blue Jays are playing, but an added attraction tonight, it's Looney Dog night. So you can buy a hot dog for essentially $1. They've sold almost 59,000 of them so far. Look good.
Not as good as a carrot cake, but they look pretty good.
And down goes Barger. Now let's check out tonight's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Santander, their big free agent signing, weeks away from swinging a bat. Andres Jimenez hitting in the cage with an ankle sprain. Dalton Varsho is probably the closest to coming back. And then Alek Manoah made a rehab start on Sunday. And he could be back maybe in a month, maybe a little sooner than that. And the thought with the Blue Jays is they probably have to add a starter. And the funny part is they don't strike out a lot as a team, although they've struck out a couple of times against Schlittler. And the two guys that are out, Santander and Varsho, they're high strikeout guys.
Strike out.
1-1 on Alejandro Kirk.
Again, I'm sure that pitch count was a conversation in between innings with pitching coach Matt Blake, Austin Wells. Let's get him through here in the third. There you go.
Right field. And he has a nice, relaxing 1-2-3 inning. No runners on base. We go to the fourth. And the hot dogs keep on selling. Cooking up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. So this is hard hit percentage leaders. Aaron Judge leads the American League. Kirk is fourth, and look who's fifth, the guy leading off. Ben Rice, 54.5%. The major league average for hard hit percentage is 41%. We go to the fourth. Rice, Wells, and Bibas. Now one, fly ball, right field, and Barger is there. One away. And that brings up Wells, who struck out looking in the second. One and 0. One.
Austin Wells has a little talk with the home plate umpire, Alex Tosi. 2 at bats. Scherzer has really dotted the inside and outside corners on him.
Shallow center backing up Bichette, and he retires Wells. Foul ball. 0-1 on your beat Bibas. He fouled out to Guerrero in the fourth. And a strike. Strike 3, strong inning for Scherzer as he gets Bibas looking. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. The Yankees are up by 1. It's time for pitching decisions presented by Sage. Let's look at the Yankee rookie.
Well, there's a slider that is up in the zone. It's all about the heater, though, at 99 miles an hour from Schlittler. Can really run it up there, especially up in the zone.
Low Perfido takes outside 1-0. Tri-State Cadillac scoreboard 3-1 Yanks. All Yankee runs on one swing. Jazz Chisholm's 3-run home run in the first. 1-1.
All right, here in the fourth inning, we're starting to see some curveballs from Schlittler. Doesn't have to be your best breaking ball. You throw it early in the count for a get-me-over strike. This gives the hitter a different look, something else to think about.
Check out the Old Spice Fresh Stats. Tonight, Schlittler is averaging 97.9 miles per hour on his fastball. Fly ball left field on the run. Bellinger, he makes the play. One down. That'll bring up Ernie Clement. Pitch upstairs. Clement with an infield single. First time up. Last 13 games coming into this one, hitting 163. Grisham in right center puts it away. Well, Meredith has done that. Would you do that, Joe?
No chance.
I have not done that, Michael. I was supposed to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I couldn't do it.
You were afraid of something?
I'm not a big heights person. I thought I was going to be able to do it, and then there was a protest outside. I didn't know who was running the thing. It was a hard pass.
So you must be scared every day because you're pretty tall, so you don't like heights.
What? You know, like those kind of like a lot of stories. Yeah, Brian Cashman did that, Michael.
I think Brian Hope covers the Yankees for MLB.com. He did it too.
Chris Kirchner did it,
Yep.
I believe, or maybe Gary Phillips. Maybe next year, Michael.
Up the middle and through for a base hit.
Take another look at the swing from Wagner, the number 9 hitter, short and compact. Right back up the middle.
So here's Nathan Lucas, 0 for 2 against Schlittler. Fouls it back, 0-1. I believe, John, that you would do the CN Tower thing if they put another slice of that carrot cake up there. I've never seen you that effusive about anything.
I'm not a huge carrot cake guy. Like if I go out for a nice meal and
You'd
have a
never
little
order
dessert,
it.
I would not order it. But it had to be the best carrot cake I've ever had.
Wow.
I really think you're missing out on something.
Now, truth be told, I put a piece in front of Michael, and he just shoot it away. It's going to sit there all game.
Well, you know what I did? I put my finger in the frosting because I wanted it to be good luck, but I will not eat. I mean, I could see pieces of carrot in it.
It's not only how he pushed it away, Meredith. It was the face that he made when he did
Disgust.
it. Yes.
Absolute
Yes.
disgust. Vitriol, actually.
Ground ball, second base. Chisholm to first, and that'll do it. No runs a hit. One man left. 4 in the books. 3-1 Yanks. Well, the Yankees return to Prime tomorrow to take on the Blue Jays. Don't miss a minute of Yankees coverage beginning at 6:30 only on Prime. We go to the 5th inning. The veteran against the rookie. Anthony Volpe leads off against Scherzer. Takes pitch outside, 1-0. And a strike. So you can see Scherzer has settled in velocity-wise at about 93, but he can reach back for a little something extra. Inside on Volpe.
His last outing against the A's, he threw 90 pitches, so he is built up at this point after the injuries to get to around that 100-pitch mark. Three and one. Nine, 1 and 2 in the Yankees order. 3 and 2 on Volpe. Fly ball down the left field line, hooks foul. And he spoils that one. Fly ball, right center. Lucas makes the play. Do you know what Scherzer does before every start? What he eats? No.
He eats a huge roast beef sandwich. It's a half to a 3/4 of a pound of meat. He said, that's what gets me going. You know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have carrot cake.
On top of it?
No. That's a lot of roast beef. And if you notice, looking at him, he has what's called heterochromia iridum. His right eye is blue and his left eye is brown. Three and 0. And a strike. Popped up on the left side. Wagner in foul territory toward the stands. And he runs out of room as it goes right over the netting. Fifth full count for Scherzer. Grounded first base. 2 down. And here's Bellinger.
We'll see what kind of adjustments Scherzer makes here against Bellinger. Bellinger 2 for 2, couple of doubles. First at bat was aggressive first pitch fastball, driving a ball to right center field. Last at bat hooked a curveball. He's getting some high heaters now.
One and two.
Two fastballs, and he comes back with a cutter, and see Bellinger working underneath it.
So 2-2 count, 2 outs. Scherzer has retired 6 in a row. Deep to right field. Barger back on the track at the wall. See ya. Bellinger having a night. It's 4-1 Yanks.
Home run number 18, and Scherzer can't figure Bellinger out tonight. It's been the fastball, it's been the curveball, and then finally the cutter for his solo shot to give the Yankees a 4-1 lead.
Foul back.
Kirk wants it up and in. It ends up down middle, and Bellinger just goes down and scoops it out of here. That's not his ace swing. Still strong enough to drive it out to right center field.
1-1. Only matches his total that he had all last year with the Cubs. Two doubles and a home run for Bellinger. Rip foul. Fisher and Flew Hardy out for the Blue Jays. 3-2. Judge 0 for 2 tonight against Scherzer. High pop-up. And Bichette makes the play, and that'll do it. But have yourself a night. Cody Bellinger, 2 doubles. And now this home run settles nicely into the seats to give the Yankees a 4-1 lead. Well, Scherzer's night is done. He ties his season high with 90 pitches, so he goes 5 innings and gives up 4 runs. George Springer will lead off the bottom of the inning against Cam Schlittler. Springer, Guerrero, and Bichette. Springer has walked twice against Schlittler.
First time through the lineup, it was pretty much fastball slider. Now we're starting to see some curveballs. And that last pitch, a good 2-seamer, a good sinker in on the hands.
Still has excellent velocity here in the 5th inning. And he's got his pitch count in order. Line drive, it's a base hit. Left field. Cutting over is Bellinger. He fields. Big turn by Springer. Goes down to the dirt, but then has to dive back to first. Good play by Bellinger, holding that to a single.
Yeah, good play by Bellinger, and aggressive base running by Springer. Thinking two out of the box. Take a look at the pitch. It's a fastball, maybe a two-seamer with a little movement in. He's thinking double right away, but Bellinger able to get there and get around it. And then gets that good accurate throw in there, so Springer has to hold up.
Strike.
This will be a challenging inning right here for Schlittler. 2, 3, 4, the heart of the order for the Blue Jays. Pitch count now coming, number 76 on the way.
Oh, and 2. That one is looped into center field. It's going to dunk in for base hit. Guerrero with his second hit. So first and second, nobody out.
Well, been a couple of two-strike hits for Guerrero, and Schlittler's come with the fastball both times. Gets jammed, but strong enough to muscle it into center field. The Blue Jays have something going here in the 5th.
And quickly to the bullpen. So Matt Blake will go out and talk with Schlittler. Let's check out the Yankees bullpen budget, brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Efros and Brewbreaker were the only ones used last night. They like to stay away from using somebody 3 out of 4 days, so Devin Williams might be in question. Same thing with Tim Hill, but everybody else available. And there he is, Tim Hill. He doesn't have a name that you can say everyday Eddie Guardado, but he pitches a lot.
Got the attitude that give me the baseball. I'll throw my sinking fastball up there and take the chances.
Four 4-1 Yankees. Here's Bichette. One and 0.
Schlittler really has done a good job in these situations early in the game. First and second inning, ton of traffic out on the base paths. Only gave up that 1 run. Trying to work his magic here in the 5th. First and second, nobody out.
Blue Jays 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position against Schlittler. Well, he's getting that fastball by Bichette.
Yeah, Bichette has shown that he will swing at that fastball up out of the zone. When you get ahead in the count 1 and 2, throw it a little bit higher. See if he's going to expand even more. Very aggressive hitter. Try to use that against him.
He did go a little bit higher, but perhaps too high to have him offer at it. That was right in on the hands, almost hit him, and he fouled it back.
It's that aggressive hitter I was talking about. You throw it up there, he's ready to let it fly. This is well off the plate inside.
Fights that one off. Now the Blue Jays signed Guerrero to that big contract. Bichette's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and they have said they want to sign him. That's their intent, to keep the two of them together. They've come up together, but I don't think that's going to happen during the season. 2-2 upstairs, 3-2.
Max Scherzer looking on. What a huge pitch this is. Going to be on the way from Schlittler. Been trying to paint that slider down and away. Has missed twice with it. You locate it down and away, you can get a swing and a miss here.
The payoff. Foul ball.
There's no nibbling from Cam Schlittler. He's coming right at you with that fastball at 97, 98, 99 miles an hour. Here's my best heater. Let's see what you can do with it.
Grounded up the middle. Volpe to Chisholm on to first. Got him. A double play, beautifully turned. And the runner moves to third now with 2 outs.
Well, what a double play turned by the Yankee middle infield, but what a pitch from the rookie right-hander to drop a slider down and away. Volpe, good range, the flip to Jazz, the bare hand, and the strong throw. 2 huge outs here in the 5th.
Quite a battle between Schlittler and Bichette. And Schlittler wins. So now runner at third with 2 outs, and here's Barger. Foul back.
Take another look. The slider located down and away. Good range by Volpe. The flip, the bare hand, and the strong throw. Does not get any better than that.
Grounded and through for a base hit. Barger drives in another run. He's driven in both Blue Jay runs, and now the Yankees lead 4-2.
Barger has become such a fan favorite here in Toronto because of the ability to drive the ball out of the ballpark and the ability to drive in runs. Gets a rolling curveball up in the zone.
So here is Alejandro Kirk. And a strike. Kirk's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to right. Fly ball, shallow left, coming on Bellinger, and he'll make the play, and that'll do it. But the Blue Jays get a run on 3 hits with 1 man left. We've played 5. Well, thank you, Bob. We go around the majors. Paul Skeens picks up his first win since May 28th, and by the way, has a 1.91 ERA this season. Rich Hill, 45 years old, called up to start today. John Flaherty's going to catch him, and the Milwaukee Brewers have won 11 straight games and have the best record in the major leagues. Every year they pick near the bottom of the Central, and they just keep winning. So here is Mason Fluharty with Jazz Chisholm leading off.
Fluharty, his best pitch is his cut fastball, also has a closed off delivery, so it gives him a little bit of deception, especially against the left-handed hitters.
Well, let's check out the optimum don't take slow for an answer replay.
Well, we go all the way back to the first inning. This is the one pitch that Scherzer is going to want back, because he went right down the middle to Jazz Chisholm, who did not miss it.
2-1. Two and two. Fluharty was sent down during the last Yankees series about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, but called back up yesterday with Robinson Pena being sent down. Ground ball, second base, Clement. One down. Did you like playing here, John?
I loved hitting here. I had a tough time when the roof was open during the day because it was so bright out there. High sky in Toronto. But what a great place to hit.
Stanton takes upstairs.
Used to be the old Sky Dome back in the day.
Exhibition Stadium was different.
I never played there, never saw it.
Wow. Cold.
Cold.
Right on the water. There's a strike, 2-1. Three and one. Three-two. This is the first game ever at Exhibition Stadium. Yeah, that's snow. It's not. It's not white AstroTurf. When this place opened, and it was mid-season, I believe, it was greeted warmly. Let's put it that way. Now there's a soccer stadium on the site of Exhibition Stadium. Fly ball, right field. Barger toward the line, puts it away. So Stanton's 0 for 3.
2 quick outs for Flu Hardy. There it is, the birth of the Blue Jays.
June 3rd, 1989 is when the Sky Dome opened. And Rice pops it up. Who made the catch? Looks like it's in the glove of Clement. The Yankees go down in order 1-2-3 against Flu Hardy. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Time to name that Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. 245 average, 713 hits, hit 109 home runs. Played for the Yankees 2018, then the Blue Jays, then the Mets. So modeled a lot of uniforms and played as recently as last year with the LA Angels. So name that Yankee. Tim Hill's the new pitcher for the Yankees. Monitor Einstein scoreboard. Yankees lead 4-2. Miles Straw pinch hitting for Joey Loperfido.
That's what the Blue Jays do. They try to create matchups that they like. Straw gets in there, the right-handed hitter against a lefty Hill.
Ground ball, Volpe. And a beautiful, nope, he could not come up with a scoop as Straw is allowed to reach.
Well, the first thing you think of is Paul Goldschmidt, how great of a defender he is with picking the balls in the dirt. And the second thing that comes to mind is Anthony Volpe now, back-to-back nights. Some low throws over to first base.
So that's an error on Volpe. It's his 13th error of the year, and that ties Willie Adames for the most in Major League Baseball at any position. One and one on Clement.
Favorable matchup here for Clement. He wears out left-handed pitching, has been going through his struggles recently, but much better against lefties.
Center field. Grisham will make the play. Davis Schneider is going to pinch hit for Wagner. You know, John, it's interesting to make that move in the 6th inning because these guys are only going to face righties after this. Hill's a 1-inning guy, and there's not another left-hander in the bullpen.
We've seen John Snyder do this, play the matchup game, though. He takes his opportunities when he can get them.
How will those guys fare against a righty pitcher? One and one. Davis Schneider is no relation to the manager, John Schneider. And that's past the diving Bebos and down the left field line and into the corner. Straw rounding third. They're sending him home. There'll be no throw. It's an RBI pinch hit double for Schneider, and the Blue Jays have pulled to within one.
Well, the error by Anthony Volpe comes back to bite the Yankees. And the matchup, John Snyder putting Davis Snyder up to the plate. Works out for the Blue Jays, a sinker down and in, able to keep it fair down the line. Boy, watching Straw score all the way from first base, he can pick him up and put him down. That's the Blue Jays chipping away here.
Foul ball off the bat of Nathan Lucas. That one is looped to Volpe. 2 outs. And that's going to do it for Hill. So with Springer coming up, Boone will go to Loizaga. The Yankees holding on to a 1-run lead. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Mohegan Sun. Something's always happening at Mohegan. By Monitor Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. And by Optimum Fiber. Get Optimum, the fastest fiber internet. Don't take slow for an answer. Well, Mickey wasn't slow. Boy, was he good. Pretty good outfielders there. Here's Jonathan Loaizaga. He has struggled of late. 8 games, 9.72 ERA. Tying runs at second base for the Blue Jays. Loaizaga against Springer. There is a base hit to right field. Judge Fields coming home is Snyder. The throw, not in time. Got the hand in ahead. Runner goes to second, and the game is tied.
We're going. Well, Springer doesn't waste any time. First pitch swinging, and it looks like Snyder got that left hand in there. Strong throw from Judge. Wells tries to come down and apply the tag. It's a little late.
New ball game, 4-4. Now the go-ahead run is at second base. And Guerrero waves through.
These Blue Jays are fired up, especially with this home winning streak. They got their crowd behind them. Aaron Judge knows just a little late. Strong throw.
0-2.
It's frustrating for Jonathan Loaizaga. You see 99 miles an hour. You see all that good movement down and in off the plate, but making a lot of mistakes lately down the middle.
All started with a throwing error by Volpe. Now, Boone was talking about Loaizaga today and said the stuff is there. It's just release point, getting a consistent release point. When he gets that, we think he'll be just as dominant as he's always been. Two and two.
First pitch swinging, and that ball is right down the middle. It had some movement, but right down Broadway, and Springer has been a hot hitter against the Yankees. Another look at that strong throw from Aaron Judge.
Two. Check swing. He did not go. And he gets Guerrero for the final out. But the Blue Jays tie the score. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 big error, and 1 man left. We go to the 7th. Well, come out to Yankee Stadium on Wednesday, July 30th, when the Yankees take on the Rays in an important divisional matchup. It's Yankees Cowboy Hat Night. First 18,000 guests 21 and older receive a Yankees Cowboy Hat, courtesy of Budweiser. Tickets going fast, so get yours today at Yankees.com. Well, the struggles continue for Jonathan Loaizaga, and the defensive struggles continue for Anthony Volpe. That was a costly error that opened up the gates for the 2-run inning. Fluharty's still in there. And Wells chops one to first. Guerrero's there, steps on the bag, 1 down. And they will send up Paul Goldschmidt to pinch hit for Bibas. And Pete Walker out quickly to talk with Fluharty. And this is the changes that the Blue Jays have undergone defensively. Schneider in left, Straw in center. Lucas moves to right. Barger moves from right to third. Now, they could have taken out Fluharty because he's faced 4 batters. You have to face 3 because you've got the pinch hitter Goldschmidt up, who's much better against lefties than righties, and then Volpe, and then you have to deal with Grisham.
You're going to keep him out there 4 in a row. He's gotten 3 lefties out, and he's gotten Giancarlo Stanton out.
So Goldschmidt off the bench, the pinch hit for Bibas, who was 0 for 2. We're in the 7th inning, 4-4 game. And a strike. Fluharty had a 1.96 ERA over his first 18 games, but it's 9.77 over his last 19 games since May 18th. But he has retired 4 Yankees in a row. High fly ball left field. Schneider is there for out number 2.
Fluharty doesn't do it with velocity. He's just got enough cut on that fastball to get in on the hands of Goldschmidt.
So here's Anthony Volpe, who's 0 for 2. Luke Weaver heating up for the Yanks. Up and away. 1-0. High fly ball left center field. On the run is Straw, and he makes the play to retire Volpe. Time for the 7th inning stretch, 4-4 game. Well, thank you, Bob and Jack. 4-5-1 for the Yanks. They led 3-0. They led 4-1. But now the Blue Jays have tied it 4-9-0. Schlittler pitched well. Chisholm a 3-run home run. Scherzer with a 5-inning outing, and Addison Barger has been tough. And Bichette turns on the first pitch and drives it to left field. It is a fair ball, goes up against the wall. Bichette will go to second with a leadoff double against Loizaga.
But it's Blue Jay lineup. They just keep coming at you. Aggressive first pitch swinging, and again from Loizaga. That is a sinker that he's working underneath. It's elevated up and in, and Bichette able to keep it fair down the line. That pitch is supposed to have downward action, not side-to-side action, and Bichette took advantage of it.
John, I wonder how much longer you could keep using Loizaga in high-leverage situations. Yankees need to win games.
He's not pitching like a high-leverage guy right now.
And Boone's going to take the ball from him and go to the bullpen. The go-ahead runs at second base, bottom of the 7th inning of a 4-4 game.
Well, hey, fans, this weekend the Yankees return home to the Bronx for a star-powered series against Bryce Harper and the Philadelphia Phillies. Friday's game is on Apple TV+, and yes, we'll have post-game coverage after the final out, then come back for Game 2 Saturday beginning at noon on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. We'll take another look at the Bichette swing. Elevated two-seamer, he just pulls his hands in, is able to keep it fair, and Jonathan Loizaga is talking about it. I don't know how he did that, keeping his hands inside, keeping that ball fair.
Well, they go to Luke Weaver now. The go-ahead runs in scoring position. Here is Addison Barger. He's already driven in 2 with a couple singles.
It's a good matchup here. Luke Weaver, 1 hit allowed in his last 3 games. It's the tough Addison Barger. Much better numbers against right-handed pitching.
Fly ball left field. Bellinger for the out, 1 away. So here's Kirk. You know, they go to Weaver here out of total necessity because it's a big moment in the game. But you got to deal with this right now. But who's going to pitch the 8th and the 9th now for the Yanks? Obviously, Weaver could stay in for the 8th. It doesn't look like they go with Devin Williams again because it would be 3 games out of 4. So these are the things that managers have to process, and that's why They're probably trying to steal outs with Loizaga to start the inning rather than go right to Weaver.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get Loizaga back to who he was in the past, because right now he's struggling. I'd be careful with Kirk here. You have first base open. You have Straw, who came in, a right-handed batter, is on deck. Clement, this right-handed hitter who's struggling after him. And Kirk has a reputation to put in the ball in play and the ability to drive in runs.
One and two. Blue Jays have 10 hits, Yankees 5. It's a 4-4 game. That one's foul back.
Luke Weaver not messing around. It's fastball after fastball after fastball. I know he has that outstanding changeup when he needs it.
Bichette's at second with one man out. So Loizaga faced 3 batters, gave up 2 hits. Goes with the chains there, 2 and 2. Got a piece to stay alive. Kirk tonight 0 for 3, a strikeout, fly ball to right, fly ball to left. Fly ball right field. On the run is Judge, and he makes the play. Tagging and going to third is Bichette. So Kirk gave it a ride. Nice play by Judge into the corner.
Nice play by Judge going back. Grimacing in pain there. I don't know what's going on. Gripping his right hand. Something's going on there.
File that one under the heading of that's the last thing you need.
Oh.
So here is Miles Straw. He reached on the throwing error by Volpe in the 6th to start the 2-run inning. Foul back. So Bichette's at third with 2 outs, making it imperative for Wells to block any kind of changeup in the dirt.
Yeah, you're right on it, Michael. Anytime you're a catcher and you call an off-speed pitch in this situation, tie game, 7th inning, be ready to block the baseball, save a run.
One and one on Straw. Late on that fastball, fouled it back. 1-2. Blue Jays trying to win their 12th straight home game. 11 straight is a franchise record already. Fly ball left field and deep. But right there is Bellinger on the run to make the play, and they strand Bichette at third. We played 7. It's a 4-4 game on Yes. All right, it's time to find the answer to Name That Yankee. Here are the clues. Not an easy one. And the answer is Brandon Drury.
Wow.
That year with the Yankees, he was having eyesight problems. Yankees really thought he was going to be good for them. Had his moment here against Stroman at Rogers Center. But the good moments were few and far between with the Yankees, but with other teams he's played well. And that is our Name That Yankee. New pitcher is Justin Brule, second lefty coming out of the pen. They have one more, Brendan Little, out there. Top of the order, starting with Grisham here in the 8th. Quickly 0-2.
Brule, a lot of sinkers, sweepers. Gets Grisham, a left-handed hitter, Bellinger, a left-handed hitter, and Aaron Judge behind them.
Braden Fisher is warming for the Blue Jays in their pen. Strike 3. Grisham down looking. Now let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam, and Cody Bellinger has excelled on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Cody Bellinger getting it done defensively in left field. Good jump, sliding catch, but he's done the damage tonight at the plate. A couple of doubles, solo shot just over the Yankee bullpen in right field.
Oh, and 1. And a strike, quickly 0-2. I think they just set a new record for Looney Dogs. over 78,000. Fouled away. And we didn't buy one. Oh, 2 on Bellinger. Chopped softly to first base. Guerrero catches the ball with his foot on the bag. 2 away. Now what does he do here? Does he walk Judge?
Gotta walk him.
Yeah, everybody agrees.
Everybody's thinking the same thing,
And he's walked. So that is the 27th intentional walk of the season. And the 7th that the Blue Jays have issued. And Jazz takes a strike, so they elect to go lefty-lefty rather than deal with Judge. And a strike coming in and attacking the strike zone here in the top of the 8th inning. Strike 3. What an inning for Justin Brule. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Well, starting August 9th, Rib, Bash, Oscar, and the gang are back for a new season of the animated series Bronx Buds, presented by Hexclad. Catch all new adventures around the Big Apple and get ready to see some familiar yes faces along the way. Streaming exclusively starting August 9th on the Gotham Sports app. Hyundai scoreboard at 4-4, bottom of the 8th inning. Weaver stays in and throws a ball to Ernie Clement. Blue Jays have their closer up in the bullpen. 3-0 on the leadoff hitter, Ernie Clement. Davis Schneider is on deck. And a strike, 3-1. 8-9-1 in the Toronto order. Yankees led this one 3-0 before the Blue Jays came to bat. A 3-run home run against Scherzer by Jazz Chisholm Jr. They led 3-0, they led 4-1, but now it's 4-4, bottom of the 8th inning. Foul back here and out of play.
Good job by Weaver getting back into the count. A couple of fastballs right down the middle, just challenging Clement.
Pop foul. Rice gives it a look. Makes the seats. Good play by Yankee fan. Youngster who brought a glove. Three-two. Grounded foul.
That is a gutsy pitch right there, and Clement helped Luke Weaver out. A 3-2 changeup. That was a ball. A tie game. Number 8 hitter in the lineup.
Clement is 6 for his last 40. And here comes Judge to make it 6 for 41.
What a huge out when you're behind 3-0 in the count to come all the way out and get the first out here in the 8th inning. Nice job by Weaver.
Now to bring up Davis Schneider. Pinch hit double, drove in a run in that 2-run 6th inning that knotted the game at 4. One and 0. Two and 0. So 2 straight batters. He starts 3-0. Now he came back to get Clement. What will he do against Schneider? And he pumps a strike in there. 3-1.
Schneider has 18 hits this year. 5 of those hits are home runs, so he does have some pop.
So the count full on Davis Schneider. Well, they're having Weaver have to get so many outs. That makes him probably unavailable for tomorrow. And the 3-2. Foul back here. Just to the left of Meredith into the suite next door. And he walked him. And now to the dangerous top of the lineup. Ian Hamilton's been throwing. And also you'd have to assume, John, he's getting up to a pitch count that they're not that comfortable with.
It's got to be a tightrope for Aaron Boone when you have Springer on deck. You got Weaver out on the mound. You're extending him, but you're trying to find a way to win a game here in Toronto.
Runner goes. It's popped up. Wells makes the catch. Hustling back to first is Davis Schneider. He had that base stolen, I think. 2 away. And that'll bring up George Springer and the Audi Electric moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Yeah, back to the 6th inning. First pitch swinging, line drive to right field. Scores Snyder. Springer's all pumped up with your Audi Electric moment.
Now you can see the way Boone's talking with him. I think he was looking in his eye. Do you have one more? I'm not sure what Weaver said. But now with Springer coming up, they're going to go to Ian Hamilton. With a runner on first and 2 outs of a 4-4 game. Good job by Luke Weaver. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Amazon One Medical. Healthcare just got less painful. By Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. And by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play. Ian Hamilton pitched a scoreless 7th inning on Sunday in Atlanta. Also opened up the second half of the season as an opener in the first game on Friday against Atlanta. Now he has to face the dangerous George Springer, who has 12 RBIs against the Yankees this year. Most recent one, RBI single in the 6th that tied the game. 1-0. Springer having an unbelievable season. Looked like he was on the downside of his career, but not so quick. And a strike, 1-1. Blue Jays in the last 27 home games are 23-4. They're 36-16 at home. Overall, since May 28th, they're 33-13. That's a .717 win percentage, which would translate to 116 wins in a 162 game season. That one is ripped to left field. Bellinger is there to put it away, and that'll do it in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left. We go to the 9th, tied at 4. Well, the upcoming schedule brought to you by your local Tri-State Buick dealers. One more game against the Blue Jays tomorrow. That's on Prime. Thursday is an off day. Then the Phillies come to the stadium for a 3-game set. And then 4 games against the Tampa Bay Rays at Yankee Stadium before the Yankees head on the road for 3 against the Marlins. Well, when you're at home and the game's tied after 8, there's no save situation for a closer, so you bring him in, and Jeff Hoffman closed yesterday's game, comes in for Toronto. First batter up, Giancarlo Stanton. And a strike.
Boy, Hoffman was impressive in last night's game, striking out the side. Goldschmidt, Wells, and Rice.
Foul back here, and over our booth. Devin Williams heating up for the Yanks. Be the 3rd time in 4 days they use him. Popped up behind the plate. Kirk throws away the mask. 1 out. Stanton 0 for 4 tonight. Max Fried will go tomorrow for the Yanks. There's Ben Rice against Hoffman. He was the final batter of yesterday's game. High fly ball, right field and deep. Luke is back on the track. See ya! A huge home run for Ben Rice as the Yankees take a 5-4 lead.
Well, Ben Rice got a look at Hoffman last night, and he did not waste any time knowing he's going to get a fastball at some point. He got it on the first pitch, and he did not miss it.
Oh, was that a big blow for the Yankees? It was Austin Wells. 0-1. One on Wells. Wells 0 for 3 tonight. Struck out looking, popped to short, and then grounded to first. 15th home run for Rice. 32nd ribby. 2-1.
A big smile from Ben Rice. Hoffman got him last night. Tonight, totally different story. First pitch fastball, home run number 15.
Two and two on Wells. Into left center field. On the run is Schneider. Out number 2.
Well, Hoffman has a good fastball, and he's proud of it. Trying to get ahead in the count. Ben Rice just beats him to the spot. See a little look into the dugout. Let's go.
So here's Peraza, his first at bat. And he chops it to short. Bichette is there, and that'll do it. But Ben Rice into the dark Toronto sky takes a fastball and sends it to the seats. Yankees have a 5-4 lead. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning here in Toronto. Well, fans, after the final out, get highlights, analysis, clubhouse interviews, and hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up on the WB Mason Yankees postgame. Devin Williams will try to close this out. Not to be hyperbolic, John, but if Williams closes that out, Rice's home run's one of the biggest home run of this season so far.
Yeah, especially doing it against a division opponent, the Blue Jays leading the AL East. There are the standings. Devin Williams, it's not going to be easy. 3, 4, 5. Guerrero, Bichette, and Barger. Pick up this save and this win. You're going to earn it.
Third time he's used in 4 games. Guerrero's first. Pitch is high. Yankees up by 1, bottom of the 9th inning. Fouled away.
Well, we saw Williams Sunday in Atlanta, recorded his 14th save of the year.
2-1. And now on his chop foul. 2-2. Guerrero 2 hits and 4 at bats tonight. And the pitch. Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. They had him played the pull. Jazz was up the middle. So Guerrero leads off with a single. That's the tying run.
Oh, you can see the Blue Jays playing with so much emotion here at the Rogers Center. Guerrero just slaps one the other way with 2 strikes. Perfectly placed.
There's Bo Bichette. Boy, he comes out of the dugout swinging. 0-1. The big 2-run double in last night's game. Doubled in the 7th inning tonight. He's 1 for 4. Fouls out the changeup. 0-2.
He is in swing mode big time. If you're Devin Williams, bounce a changeup, throw a fastball well above the strike zone. Just don't throw a strike here with 2 strikes. It's been talked about. Devin Williams now calling his own game with PitchCom.
Foul off the changeup. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Yankees trying to even this series at a game apiece. Yankees trying to end an 11-game home winning streak from the Blue Jays and gain a game in the standings. They're 4 games behind the Blue Jays in the East.
3 changeups in a row. Does he throw a 4th?
And he does. And Bichette down on strikes. A strikeout for out number 1.
That's just a great job by Williams. Seeing that you have a hitter in swing mode who's trying to do something special. You get ahead of him. You don't have to throw him a strike. You can bounce a changeup and trust that he's going to swing at it, and he did.
So here is the dangerous Addison Barger. Couple of RBIs, couple of singles tonight. He's 2 for 4. Looks to be some trouble with the PitchCom.
Life moves, and so should your connection. Get fast and reliable speeds on the network that moves with you. Spectrum.
A new receiver for Austin Wells. And he needs it because he's got to know what Devin Williams is calling. He's not calling the pitches. Still not working. Sure, this does not please Williams to be standing there waiting.
Especially when he got that big strikeout at Bichette, you want to get right back out on the mound.
Now they're set. Keeping Guerrero close.
5 stolen bases on the year for Guerrero, only been thrown out twice. In this situation, if you're trying to steal a bag, you better be 100% sure.
He lays off that change, 1-0. Foul back here.
And this guy lets it fly every time. This is a violent swing on an elevated fastball.
He's naturally right-handed. Started hitting lefty when he was 10 years old. Fastball upstairs, swings right through it, 1-2.
Again, elevated fastball up out of the zone. If he wants to show you that he wants to swing at that high fastball, throw it a little higher.
Just got a piece as he fouled it off.
So many options right now for Williams. Which way does he want to go? Bounce the changeup or elevate the fastball?
Foul back.
It's not the one you wanted to throw right down the middle. Got away with it.
Peraza pulled way off the line at third, so he's giving Barger about 25 feet to play with if he wants to go down the line, but Barger's looking to do damage here. Volpe shades up the middle.
Pretty good take for a guy who has a big swing. Looked like he saw that changeup right out of Williams' hand.
High drive into left center field. Going on the run is Bellinger. He's going to make the play as he goes onto the warning track for out number 2. And Guerrero heads back to first. Barger gave it a ride.
Yeah, it sounded good off the bat of Barger. And Bellinger able to run it down in left center field. Thought this ball was going to have a little more carry on it. It just dies right in front of the track.
Devin Williams relieved. There's Alejandro Kirk. Boy, they're aggressive. He hammers one foul. Has a double and 4 at-bats in his career against Devin Williams. Guerrero stays at first with 2 outs. He's the tying run. Yankees up 5-4. And the Blue Jays are down to their final strike. Kirk 0 for 4 tonight. 3 fly balls to the outfield, 1 strikeout. And the 0-2. Swung on and missed. and the Yankees win. A humongous victory for the Yankees. The Ben Rice home run, Devin Williams closes it out, and the Yankees snap the Blue Jays' 11-game home winning streak, and they pull to within 3 of Toronto in the American League East.
Yeah, they pick up a game in the standings, but they also pick up some confidence against the Toronto Blue Jays here at Rogers Center. And a perfectly executed changeup to get a tough hitter to swing and miss. And Kirk, you give Luke Weaver a lot of credit for settling this game out of the bullpen. The long ball was a big story, especially the Ben Rice solo shot.
Boy, the Yankees needed that one, and that is the understatement of the week. Finally, a reason to smile, and Max Fried can win you a series tomorrow, but we've got more to